California rapping, San Diego legend. Padre fitted on me, so you see me when I'm stepping.
Area 51 episode for the Creepy Crawlies. I am your boy Dunzo, a.k.a. 9th grade David Ortiz, a.k.a. the T.O. who's known to tiptoe around you hoes like I got turf toe. And with me as always,
of course, it's your favorite light skin in the building, Mr. Buckets and Back Shots. You know, back from the building. It's all good stuff. We got a Tennessee kid here at the Walk On Wizard. Still the South Bay Savant.
Nah, Josh don't got a lineup, bro. He's not South Bay. He went complete white boy on this, bro.
He went Henry on us?
He went Henry.
Okay, here we go. Most underrated player in the NFL.
Trent Williams.
Okay. Best left tackle.
Yeah, like I know he's the best. People know he's the best. But he's still...
It's the fact that he plays offensive line.
Bro, he's
nice.
I know we're supposed to like not make these segments, but I remember watching live when he scraped across the formation in that playoff game. And I was talking to my boss. My boss is a 49ers fan. And he's like, we saw it. I said, oh, shit. He said, oh, my God. Before the play even started, I was like, they let that nigga move before the ball?
Yeah.
He can't, bro. I don't know.
You're not supposed to be that fast, that big, huh?
Bro, just a savage.
Yeah. He's a beast.
I don't know. That's really hard for me to think of, I must say. I'll go with our center for the Chargers.
Corey Linsley?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
I'm not
pretty
mad
good.
with that.
Yeah. Who's the most overrated player in the NBA?
Ben Simmons? Okay, no.
Cannot get away from it.
I'm gonna go say Mr. Blow a 2-0 lead. Chris Paul.
Oh yeah, that's your favorite. Yeah,
Chris Paul.
And statistically, he makes every team better.
He does.
But like when it matters the most, he finally becomes the smallest guy on the court.
What about like Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, I think
he's got a whole career. Like he has a career ahead of him.
Okay,
like you know what I mean.
Still good, but I know what you mean because he's not a superstar.
They're offering the world for him.
Yeah, exactly.
You could also argue that Jalen Brunson, just because of how much the Knicks are willing to do and move, like that was what, bro. They sold their whole team and then gave him all that money, and they're going to take a fine and a draft pick away for tampering, like. All that I love Jalen. Don't get me wrong. I wish he was still on the Mavs, but
it's a lot.
That's a lot to give up for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Okay. Which Pac-12 team is the most attractive to other conferences now?
The ones that we can't say the ones that have already chose to go.
Yeah. So besides UCLA and USC, you got like Stanford, Oregon, Washington.
Yeah, Oregon's probably the most attractive, of course. Like
I think Oregon, or if you win fan base, U of A.
You think U of A?
I think it's just fan base wise because like. They still show up to show out, even though they suck.
Stanford.
I was going to go with Stanford.
Yeah,
Stanford makes sense. Because I think overall school, academics, all sports, it's probably Stanford. I think Stanford might have the most national championships of any school.
Wherever
they're the only one with like a decent swim team on the West Coast. Like they dominate a lot of sports that no other Pac-12 team dominates in. Like, you know what I mean?
Which dynasty would you rather have, the Spurs or the Warriors?
Spurs.
Why?
I just feel like it's a test because the Warriors are doing this in like. Injuries happen, but the Spurs were a testament of time. Like in 3 different basketball eras, technically over 20 years, like 3 different styles, they were able to win. They were able to beat the super teams.
It was a system.
Yeah, like they were able to show like, oh yeah, you could. Oh, super team, LeBron, get the fuck up out of here. Oh, the Lakers are nice, Shaq, get the fuck up out of here. The Suns are nice, get the fuck up out of here. Like it just didn't matter. Every 4 years they showed up and were like, oh, you know what the difference is? The Spurs stopped at dynasties. Like every few years, when you thought the next team was up, then the Spurs showed up and were like, oh, and then half those teams had to break up afterwards because they're like, oh shit, well, like, you can't beat them. Who the fuck can you beat? The Warriors are their own dynasty, but I think you take a lot more credit for constantly bringing down.
Are you saying the Warriors played lesser competition?
No, I think the Warriors. And I think it's up to you how you want to do it. In the vacuum, the Warriors are the dynasty; they're the team to beat. I feel like the Spurs at times have been the team to beat, but a lot of times they weren't necessarily favored going into those finals against guys who are like, oh, they're going to have great runs. No, we're stopping all of that shit. Like, I feel like the Warriors were never overlooked. The Spurs were overlooked and still did what they did.
What do you say, Trav?
I like the Flash, so I'm going with the Warriors.
You going with the Warriors? Yeah. I think their peak was higher than the Spurs. Spurs were just more consistent over 20 years, like Zoe said.
100%, yeah.
Should airlines weigh passengers? Because they weigh bags.
I don't think you should necessarily weigh passengers, but as a big nigga, I should have priority on comfort. I don't give a fuck. I'm usually not the, fat guys you don't have to change shit for big people, but like, bro, I want Delta comfort. I should have priority. I'll pay whatever the price is, but I'm clicking the, I'm like, if I can get the vaccine earlier because I'm fatter than niggas, then I definitely need to have the comfortable seat on the airline.
I heard that in airlines, if you tell them like in the comments when you buy your ticket, like I'm heavy, they'll like support you. Like they'll hook you up.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
That's what I've heard.
I always wish planes were just like a foot, maybe a foot and a half
Wider.
longer. Yeah, wider to the right, because that would clear up so much room in a sense for every individual. Because even as a skinny nigga, like I still in a way have broad shoulders. Like they still go out, so it's just like it's very easy to hit someone else on the side. I always gotta have an aisle seat.
Hey, you be down in Mexico a lot. Them planes is little.
Dude, they're tiny.
Bro.
No, they're
little.
tiny.
Which NBA team has the best jerseys?
I might go with the same thing I said. Not the ones they currently wear, but the Spurs when they have the white, the teal with like the weird pink fuchsia looking shit.
Like the Padres City Connect jerseys?
Yeah, but they're way better.
Those are cool. I mean, best though?
I just feel like a lot of the ones that we had this conversation about, like
The Heat have
overrated
some dope jerseys.
I was just going to say that Miami Vice shit's hella overrated.
You like the which one's your favorite?
I like them all. I don't know. I like the light blue ones. Those like their Miami Vice ones or their city jerseys. Those are pretty lit.
No, I like the white hot, the all white with the
those
ones go crazy.
Those are dope.
I'm trying to think right now NBA jerseys because they're bad right now. I feel like this is the worst NBA jerseys ever been. Is right now
the OVO Toronto jerseys, the black and gold ones go crazy.
The new Jazz jerseys are awful, bro.
Yeah,
unpopular opinion. I don't care what anyone says. The Jazz jerseys have always been trash.
Yeah,
even the '90s ones with the mountain.
Basura.
I like
mountains. We're talking about mountains right now.
I thought those were kind of nice. You didn't like those?
Those are kind of nice.
Okay, who had a better career, Patrick Willis or Luke Kuechly?
I'm going Luke Kuechly.
Why?
I don't know. Honestly.
Just production.
I'm gonna go.
They both retired early,
and they both lost in the Super Bowl, so I can't really like. I mean, Luke Kuechly was the best linebacker in the league. But like Patrick Willis was probably like one of my first favorite defensive players. Like him and Navarro Bowman next to each other was
crazy. Honestly.
You would take him and Bowman over Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly?
Yeah, because Davis was a little old when Luke.
Davis
like people forget, you know how old Thomas Davis was. You know why the Panthers drafted him?
Why?
He was there to stop Michael Vick.
Oh my!
That's
God.
how old Thomas Davis was.
Wow,
that crazy. He was getting drafted to stop Michael Vick.
What's sad is that the Chargers picked him up and then he led us in tackles.
Oh, he was nice that year. He couldn't cover much, but he filled the gap.
Yeah,
his back pedal was a little stiff at that point. But he was like 38 years old.
He's wild, man.
If you got pulled up for karaoke, which song would you pick?
If I had my partner, shout out to Gomez, Numb Encore, Jay-Z, Linkin Park.
That's a good one. That's good.
Was not expecting that. Good song though. What you got, Trav?
I want that one with Young Lloyd and Lil Wayne. What's that one?
You?
Hell yeah.
First of all, it's Lloyd.
Whatever.
I will pay money to watch Travis sing that.
We can make this happen.
Yeah.
I'll record it.
You can't make it happen.
What do you mean?
I would never sing karaoke. I've been asked so many times. I would never.
Why not? You're just scared.
Bro, I'm calling cap on this, bro. Travis, you have been trying to change yourself for the last like 4 fucking months.
Lies.
I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm gonna travel more. Bro, what the fuck?
No.
You sing all the time.
I do, but no.
All right, no names. Do you have a friend that's a virgin?
I don't think so.
No, I did just meet a chick last year who was a virgin. She was pretty old, and I think she's lost it since then, but she had to be like 27.
Okay.
Wow.
And she wasn't like trying to hold on to it. She was just like, it just hasn't happened, and I'm just kind of like,
the cards haven't film. Yeah. Well,
I didn't know. This was a friend of a friend. This was not
I got you.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't think so.
Travis been fucking since we were 12.
But like a friend.
No, he's been fucking his friends since he was like 12.
Damn.
All right. Would you rather lose your sight or lose your memories?
Pull the plug.
Really?
Pull the plug. Jesus.
I
You gotta
just
pick one though. I feel like
What's the point of my sight if I don't remember what the fuck I saw?
I know. Are you seeing that?
Stop doing those. Like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do the thing you did like 2 weeks ago.
What am I trying to do?
He's right.
I'm asking a question
He
though.
has a point though. So are you saying
You can't have memories if you're blind?
No, are you saying do I lose my memory, but then I get my sight, so I don't know anything in the past, and I can only remember what I know?
No, it's one or the other. It's one or the other.
But that's my thing is like,
I forget everything that I can. So I forget everything that I see, or I remember only what I can hear.
You can remember things from the past. You just lost your sight.
I'm confused.
See,
Would you rather lose your sight or lose your memories?
So my point was this. If I can see, what's the point of having my memory? But then in my head, I don't want memories of fucking darkness if I can't see.
You have memories from the past. You just remember them. What are you talking about?
That's trash.
If you can't see, you can still remember you hitting a basket or some shit.
I'm mad he said hitting the basket. Like I didn't make it. Like I just decided around.
Making a basket.
Unfortunately, I will overcomplicate this whole thing because I'm still kind of lost. So like,
okay, let's talk.
You have one or the other, Travis. Right now, you can either from this point on not remember things from this point on.
From this point on,
but you see things, nigga. Or
so I have so that means,
I don't know how's it a question yet.
So hold on.
You're right.
So I can see. So I can't remember.
From this moment, when you close, like from this moment, you can either remember everything from the past, but you can no longer see blackness. Boom,
so boom, blackness.
Or you can see. Yes, but you can remember.
Okay,
so if I say the sky's blue, you only see black.
Yeah.
Okay, don't Ray Charles and touch me right now, nigga.
I gotta do it.
Oh my god.
I gotta remember.
If you're not following the YouTube, you're missing out on gold right now. You can see, but you don't remember anything after this day.
So I thought
50 first dates, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Memory loss or blindness?
Jesus
Which one?
Christ. What's the point? What's the point?
There's no point.
No, I'm about to answer the question. I was saying, what's the point? What's the point in 50 first dates? Like that fucking sucks. You're just living the same fucking day.
Being blind sucks.
I'd rather be blind but be able to remember something.
Okay, then that's the
answer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of things you can't see, a Charger alumni is getting a documentary.
Oh yes.
Do you guys know who this is?
Yes, I do. I've seen it.
No, who is it?
Mr. Can't Steal My Girl because she ain't real, nigga.
Oh, I did see that.
That's so wild,
bro. What do we think of like? Do we think we get anything new out of this?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be a bunch of BS in reality.
Like lying?
Maybe
Like lying, you think? BS or?
Yes.
You think it's gonna be real?
I mean, it's gonna be real.
No pun intended.
It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real, but I think it's gonna be just like, what were you thinking? Like
why the fuck would you believe that, right?
Yeah. Unless we really get it out of this, apparently, like
he's not part of it, right? I don't think he's in a part
he's not?
I think he is. I think you interview him.
My thing is like, does anyone give a fuck anymore?
That's what I honestly. That's why I'm kind of upset about it. Cause I'm like, who cares what Manti Te'o was doing? Like he was a Heisman finalist as a defensive player, but
was it 2013?
Something like that.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
but like I don't know. Like is it worth it? Like is that hot news right now? Like well, how did this come about? Like like.
Was that? But I was singing this. So people like to say that the internet's interneting. That might have been the first time the internet.
Oh, it was
it was up there. Like
it was catfish before catfish. It was
low
real.
key. I'm gonna watch it.
I have to watch it.
I have to watch it because I think it was Kyle Rudolph on Busting with the Boys, and he talked about it for a little bit,
bro.
And like,
that was good.
Yeah, and he was just kind of like, yeah, no one fucking believed him, like in a sense. But also, it's like this guy. All right, this is weird. Kind of goes back to the Russell Wilson conversation I was thinking. Like he is that gullible, but like genuinely a nice guy enough that he doesn't think that type of evil's in the world. Should we be making fun of him for this?
Probably not in reality.
What are we making fun of Russell Wilson for?
No, but I'm saying like that corniness, like good guy, like 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 I'm not saying they're corny, but that's what the world's gonna call him. People call Manti Te'o corny, they call him a loser. Like we haven't been like. Yeah. Also, I give him credit because he didn't lose no money. We know a lot of niggas getting catfish for bitches online, losing money regularly.
All I know is that the Chargers picked him up with like the 17th or 13th pick or something.
No, he was a second round pick.
Was he?
I thought it was our
first round pick. In
his defense, was the best player on the board at that moment.
Hey, all I know is it wasn't a good pick. Was not happy.
No, I don't think it was a bad pick. He
Trash.
was a coverage linebacker who wouldn't stop the run. That's the issue.
Disgusting. Couldn't have it.
I don't know, man. You weren't even a Charger fan when he got drafted.
I was.
2014, Travis?
Yes. I was there.
We're going to have to check the receipts.
You can check the receipts.
Number 38 pick, 2013 draft.
Second round. Yeah.
Second round.
Yeah. Who went ahead of him? Oh. You see who went the pick in front of him?
All right. The pick in front of Manti Te'o was Giovanni Bernard, the running back. The pick after Manti Te'o was Geno Smith.
Okay. I'm not
trash.
that. Yeah. Giovanni Bernard.
Super trash.
Giovanni Bernard had good years, but you also just picked fucking Ryan Matthews in the first round. 100%. So, like I said, Manti Te'o was the best pick.
10 picks after Manti Te'o, Le'Veon Bell.
Okay, in their defense, so Le'Veon Bell wasn't Le'Veon Bell at Michigan State. Like the guy we saw, he was a bigger running back. We didn't think he had patience. Like, I'm not going to blame them for that one. No. And they also just picked a running back in the first round. The guy who was supposed to be better.
4 picks after Manti Te'o was Robert Woods.
Fuck me.
Where did Robert Woods go? Is he an SMU guy?
USC, bro. Oh, come on.
He looks like an SMU guy, bro.
I could see that.
Okay, what's your next one?
Okay. So we're going to see on the top is streaming. I want to know what you guys' opinion on this. So earlier this week, Hulu got a lot of shit because they would not take abortion or gun control ads on the streaming platform. And a lot of people are saying that it's selfish of them to not take these ads that people are wanting to take. My personal take on it is I just don't want to get in the realm of politics if I'm Hulu. So I'm just not going to take it from the left or the right. So it's not even about the case in general. It's like when I'm stopping fucking watching Eastbound and Down on Hulu. I just don't want to hear, like, I don't want to see the commercials that are on the back of Mexican cigarette boxes, you know, about your abortion.
Yeah.
But the internet was an uproar about this, and like,
That's interesting.
Should we hold companies accountable for playing the middle?
I'm with Alonzo. I think why would you want to cut off half your audience by taking an abortion or anti-abortion ad? Like, half the people are going to be pissed at you.
So people were mad at the fact that Hulu in this case chose not to have ads on either side, whether abortions or gun control. And people are like, you should be taking the money. Like, we want to see this, or they're just like,
yeah, because in their head, if you're not with it, you're against it.
Well, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
So yeah.
But and I get it, because, you know, I think the bigger issue is that they're saying, like, a lot of companies pay these politicians to run things, you know what I mean, so they can get spot time. They push bills that will benefit them later on in life. But my thing is, like, if Hulu's just choosing to be like, hey, bro, y'all can talk about that, but I think their point is you're watching TV to not worry about that shit. And also, who buys Hulu with the ads, bro? Can we talk about that one?
I hate to say it, but like, I got ads. I do, but I have Hulu Live TV.
Oh, it's different. That's different.
Yeah,
it's live TV.
Yeah,
so
I got live TV. So
yeah, I don't know. I felt like it was something we could talk about in the sense of, is that a morality thing? It's like, Josh, I said this to you a couple weeks ago. Is a girl really an ally if her boyfriend's homophobic?
Oh.
Because I think it kind of falls into that range of like,
wait, say that one again.
If is a girl really an ally? Because all right, so it was Pride Week. Shout out to Pride Week. It was a couple weeks ago in San Diego.
I always wear my Pride shoes.
Yeah, the shits are fire. There are a lot of nice events and stuff outside. But like, you know, a lot of women go out. They do their thing. They like to be, and we've already talked about how women can be honestly the most homophobic people in the world. But outside of that, like, is a woman really an ally to the gay community if her boyfriend's homophobic? Because I feel like there's a lot of chicks that we see who, like, they say this, but then you talk to their boyfriend and he talks like crazy about not just her gay friends, but gay people in general. Don't get me wrong. If you don't like someone and they happen to be gay, I'm fine with that. Niggas can just suck. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I guess
but I feel like it's like the same thing almost.
It is. I definitely like the question because it doesn't jog the memory, but I guess I would take the stance on, yes, you have an ally in the girl, but, you know, that's just, you can't be responsible for his actions, even though you choose him. But that's kind of, I can go both ways, I guess.
But it's like, are you a good person? But I feel like there's a lot of things like this. Like,
it's hypocritical.
Yeah, I'm like, 100%. Are you a good person if your spouse is racist? Can you really be that good of a person?
It's a good question.
Because I'll say this, we live in a suburb, and I've seen this a lot of times where one of my friend's parents has told me, like, hey, bro, just ignore the dad or the mom. Like, the other parent has told me this about their spouse, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm your son's only black friend, and I get it, but like, if you're telling me this, like, why are you with them? Like,
yeah. It gets deep, one could say.
That's a good conversation. I mean,
deep.
I think we all have friends that are racist. Let's be honest.
Yeah, 100%. We all talking about one before we fucking started.
But we like them for other reasons, you know? Yeah. We look past people not just because of racism, but them being assholes or them, you know, being mean to their girlfriends. Should we not be friends with these people? Maybe. But we still are.
100%. Yeah, that's valid. I feel like also at one point, have you guys ever seen the movie Good Boys?
No.
It's like the three little kids. It's kind of like the preteen version of Superbad. It's really, really funny. But in the end of it, they talk about friends by proximity. You know, at one point you're friends with people. So these kids are going into high school or junior high, and at one point they're like, your parents are friends. You live in the same neighborhood. You're X, Y, and Z. But then you turn like 14 and you start having your own things that you're into and that you like. And yeah, you're still trying to hold on to this friendship. But truthfully, you guys have grown apart. But the thing is, though, like, you still have that love for that person for the most part. Some people try to make it work so long that they end up fucking hating each other when they could have just ended the friendship and then rekindled it 10 years from now and you guys are all good. But my thing is, like, isn't that even worse than? Because you've known your whole life this nigga sucks. And
I mean, you make excuses for people, right?
That's the greater conversation.
Yeah.
At what point do you stop making excuses for the people you love? Like, what's a deal breaker then? We're gonna talk today, boys and girls. We're back.
Once they cross that line, I don't know what that line is. 'Cause I don't want to use our own like situation.
As bad as it sounds, bro. When people put it out there publicly, like they start tweeting it and shit. Like when they say it to you, it's fucked. But like that's different. But when they start tweeting like I hate black people, you're like, bro, I cannot be your friend.
Yeah, what happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah, like bro, once you make it public that you're a racist and shit, like bro, like I don't know you.
I feel like as someone in our friend group who's definitely to jump out the window, I'm the first one to like say something even without probably clearing it with the squad when I should. I just feel like you're making us look bad as a whole, bro.
Yeah.
So that's the issue I have. It's
it's almost selfish. In a way,
and it's here's the thing. Dissociate yourself with me and then wild out. Yeah. But don't wild out and tag me in your wild out.
Oh, like tag?
No, not tag, but we're attached to each other, like metaphorically speaking.
Let me ask you another question then. Let's say you're really good friends with somebody and they cheat on their girlfriend, like they're a serial cheater. Are you like questioning that friendship, or are you just like, oh, he's a piece of shit?
He's a piece of shit.
He's just a piece of shit.
But does he make you look bad because he's a serial cheater and that's one of your good friends?
Well, also I feel but it depends. Yeah, it depends. Like,
but people are thinking, how could Travis be friends with this guy? He's a piece of shit.
Hey,
but you don't care. I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong.
If the love is there, then it's just like that's my piece of shit. Unfortunately, you know.
No, but I'll say this. You know what though? Me and Travis went through something recently. I'm not gonna give too much details. We got called out for something that had nothing to fucking do with us. And my answer, you remember this? My answer to this was this: at what point, to like the specifics of like cheating and things of that nature, when are you accountable? And that nigga's been a dog, and you got him from the pound, and he had fleas, and then you took him home and you washed him, but then you put him back outside as an outside dog, and he came back in the house with fleas. I got a question: is that you or is that him? Because you could have left that dog in the house, and he would have never been an outside ass nigga again, bro. So like at one point, you got to know where you got it from.
Had fleas, kick him out.
But it goes back to the question: how much is too much? Let's say this guy is just an asshole. You're his friend, like, dude, I can't be around you. Or you're just like, that's who he is.
But I'll say this, in our friend group, I think we're very good at pulling niggas to the side. Like, I think that's something like we have no problem being like we're gonna ride for you in person, but the second it's done, we're gonna let you know, like, hey, bro, that was some bullshit. Like, a lot of us have got ourselves in a lot of situations where we're like life threatening or anything, but there's been a lot of times like we've had to look at each other when we're out and we're like, that's what we're doing right now. Like, that's really what we're doing right now. And like, luckily, by the time we were like 24, we kind of outgrew this for the most part.
Yeah, I'd say.
Now it's more of like bro, you really got to get it together type shit. Like in that case, but I don't know. I feel like we don't excuse certain actions. You can excuse your friends as a whole, but if someone is just deliberately doing or becoming someone that's like, deal breakers for me are like,
yeah, what's a deal breaker?
Hitting women. Like, you hit your girl, it's a wrap.
100%.
There's no in between. Like, if you do something nasty with a female, like, I recently ran into old boy and he questioned me, and to the point where another one of his friends recently saw me and he questioned why I don't fuck with him, because he tried to shake my hand. I said, bro, I don't fuck with you. And I've explained to that before why. And he wanted to ask me. I said, bro, you're a nasty nigga, bro. At the end of the day, it's like this. Like, you can jump out the window, you can do everything. Because my thing is like this. If you're nasty the way that motherfucker's nasty, and you know who you are, and he's like that, my thing is, a lot of times it's you played your friends, because in that regard to that situation, he did shit to people that he considered friends, and he moved around and tried to do things. If you gonna do that to your friends, I know it's cliche, then what the fuck will you do to niggas you don't like?
100%, bro.
Like if I have to see you every weekend and you treat me like this, then bro, I gotta protect the world from you, because like the niggas you like, what are we talking about? Like you ain't smiling in my face, bro.
No.
Like, and we've had this conversation. I recently did this to one of our other friends, and I was like, bro, he had a lot of shit that he had to say and, like, didn't want to clarify things. And then I just pressed his ass. I was just like, all right, bro, this is going on in your life, but you're using X, Y, and Z as an excuse. When you could explain to us this, and this, and you didn't have to explain X, Y, and Z as an excuse, bro. But when you don't man up and say things out loud and you leave it up for interpretation, now I get to do what I do, because you don't get to tell me how to react to
things.
That's
that right there. When people start making excuses for bad behavior instead of owning up to their mistakes, then we have a real fucking problem.
Because you're not allowing me to make a decision.
Exactly.
I have to hate you now.
Yeah. What's another deal breaker you can think of besides hitting women? Because that's probably number one, I'd say.
Just
what if somebody's like steals, or they fucking are there? I don't know.
It depends on what they're stealing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Depends on what they're stealing.
Like
the robbing houses and shit.
I don't know. That's a deal breaker. Just don't bring that shit to my house. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the most wholesome man in the world, and like I don't have friends that have felonies and things like that. You know, but like, as long as you keep that away from me, the worst thing you can do is not let someone know who you are. You know what I mean? If you a gangster, be a gangster. Don't play gangster, because then when a gangster needs you to be a gangster and you're not one, then guess what? You're making him liable, risking his life because he thinks he's outside with a real one. And to keep up the toxicity for today, are we all aware of who Ghislaine Maxwell is?
I do not know.
No. She is the one who was with Jeffrey Epstein. She was the madame.
Oh,
okay. She ran.
Yeah.
So she got sent to a low security prison.
Like 20 years or something, right?
First of all, if Michael Vick got 2 years for killing dogs and she been out here letting bitches get raped for 30 years, that math ain't mathing. Okay? R. Kelly got caught with a whole bunch of chicks. He doing 30.
Yeah.
In a real prison. He's right next to that dude. Apparently, he's in the same prison as the guy who was shooting up the subways a couple months ago in New York City.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're in the same prison. How is Ghislaine Maxwell, like queen predator, in a low security prison? How you gonna put a pimp around a bunch of other females in a low security prison? Because she's a pimp. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a double standard.
No, not that. What do you think she's gonna be doing in that low security prison?
Pimping out,
Yes, say it.
pimping out hoes.
Yes. Like, bro, what are we talking about right now? Like,
I just think it's the money. She's too deep in. That's
bro,
the issue.
she sent those chicks to that island,
I know.
which was a low security prison.
Yep.
She got 20 years, and they sent her back.
I think
to
she
a
should be
low
in life. I think. I mean,
Oh, 20 years is light.
I think she should be done. I mean, if I'm being real,
I think I wanted the death penalty.
I don't fuck around with rape or like trying to sell kids off like that. Like,
Nope.
Murder, rape, and anything that has to deal with like child abuse. Well, I don't want death
Yeah.
or child abuse, but like stuff
Trafficking.
Child endangerment, yeah.
endangerment, traffic. I want the death. I'm okay with death penalties. I'll give no.
You
fuck.
don't deserve to be here.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Boom, cop them, done.
I'll say this. I'm even wilder with this. I believe that it. Granted, there are a lot of people who get accused of sexual assault that didn't do that. I stand by that. But it almost makes more sense to me. I swear to God that if you rape or molested somebody, that you get the death penalty, but like quicker than someone who actually killed somebody. Because that person you raped or molested now has to walk around life dead
real.
and broken.
Dude, for real.
Yeah, like you can make a mistake and accidentally shoot somebody. Things happen, like things get elevated, you complete insanity. I'm not gonna sit here and act like every time I've heard a murder story, been like, I might have done the same thing that nigga did. I've never looked at a 4-year-old and been like, I'm not gonna finish the joke. Just
no.
That's not
Never.
even like
Done.
you can't make that make sense to me, man.
Finito. I want execution style. Just
Yeah,
get
but
on the
like-
knees, just real quick. Bow.
Like, bruh, but like, she's not Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart at a low security prison made complete sense to me. She would just move
That's
some
because
money
she,
around.
like, yeah, she's
If you
moving
ever see
money.
my Cash App, I be hiding shit in Bitcoin all the time, nigga. Like,
That's wild.
but like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, this is what I'm more mad
This is
about. We
privilege.
spent
we all know it's the privilege.
we spent all this money, like putting her on trial, doing all. First of all, not even an American citizen, so we don't even owe her shit. We got Epstein fake killing himself, and we're gonna have her at a fucking day camp.
That's ridiculous.
I want a name drop personally. That's what I wanted out of that whole thing. I wanted
but
to know what she knew in a sense. Like,
but here's the thing,
because
though.
isn't the Prince of England like? Isn't that nigga a nasty nigga? Like,
Yeah, I don't think he can. If he comes to America, he's gonna have to stand trial for some other shit. Like, I think they try to summons him or some shit like that. Or just, I don't know if that's the fucking term, but like, but what was I gonna say?
the Prince of England or the
No.
the nasty nigga.
Here's my thing though. She was smart by not saying any names though,
Of course.
because holding it down, I'm gonna respect that. You's a gangster. You did some crimes with your boys, and you didn't snitch. I'm gonna let her hold that one. That I can commend that one at least.
She ain't 6'9".
She ain't 6'9", you know what I mean? She's like, but also, if she was gonna go to a maximum security prison, you know how you get out of that? Snitching. So they put her in the low security. They're like, "All right, we're gonna make you feel real nice and good." And I guarantee you, in about 15 years, all them names are gonna come out.
Yep.
I would say this: the second the Clintons die, she's gonna snitch. I stand on this.
Something bad will happen when the Clintons die.
I think whoever's the most powerful person on that list of names that she won't give up, when they go, that's when everyone has to be scared, because that's the only thing stopping her. Maybe not the Clintons, but metaphorically the Clintons. But like, yeah, like when that happens, because she's scared of something, or she knows she's holding it over their head. But the one thing about anyone who does crimes like this, leverage is always their game. They got to be 2 steps ahead. You don't run an operation like this for damn near 20 years and not be 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Factual. Like I said, I'm watching Suits right now, so this fits. What you're saying fits perfectly right now. I'm like, yes.
I can't believe Deshaun Watson got 6 games
God.
for allegedly jerking off on 25 chicks.
Well, like we gotta. Have you guys looked into like the process of how they came about this?
Dude, I haven't
In
at
a
all.
way, yes.
Okay, so they have this judge. I want to say is retired. Like she was
It's a chick, yeah.
the Superior Court judge. So she looks at all the evidence presented on both sides. So you got to remember here, everyone's going to say the NFL's trying to protect themselves. But here's the thing: the NFL's in a lose-lose. The only thing that they can do is try to take the moral high ground on this. So they got to kind of make him look as guilty as possible. If the NFL can make it through COVID, they can make it without Deshaun Watson. I promise you guys.
Yeah.
He's not as important as you think.
He's not.
This isn't Tom Brady pissing in an ice cream fountain or something like that. You know what I mean? So because at first I was like, they're trying to protect an asset. You know what I mean? But it's not really that much of a fucking
I don't
asset.
think so.
It's not.
So she looked at all the evidence, and also a thing like this, power play, they went with a woman for the judge. power play moves.
Yeah, smart.
But technically, they both can appeal.
She's supposed to be third party because the NFLPA also chose her, and the NFL came together and like, yes, and do this.
And this is the first time they did it because after
they couldn't get shit right.
Exactly, they couldn't get shit done right. Exactly.
So I respect the idea of this is
100%.
It's a good idea.
But I feel like they made the threshold too low. 6 games in a 17-game season
is wild.
And here's
considering Calvin Ridley got all 17 games.
But that's part of the bullshit they were talking about on ESPN and stuff. Like, she went off of other like suspensions and what other things the league has handed out in the past, but the league wasn't doing it right in the past. So how are you going to
that's why they hired you.
So in her defense, she did go off of what they did, but at the same time, they hired you so you wouldn't make that mistake. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
To be honest with you, she needs to do a presser.
Bring back Calvin Ridley right now. 4-game suspension. Fuck you.
And the words of Roddy White, free Mike Vick, free Calvin Ridley, bro. Fuck that, bro. Because the Falcons still own his rights. I needs that.
Who's more upset about the 6-game suspension, Josh Gordon or Calvin Ridley?
Calvin Ridley, because it's more recent.
Yeah, because and also Josh Gordon, the thing is like, bro, they put you in a program where if you just stopped smoking, you could have played.
The NFL did everything they could for
and
Josh
don't get me
Gordon
wrong, Josh Gordon's situation was bullshit. One of them was a suspension for alcohol when he had a weed problem. Like
That's crazy.
Yeah, let him live off that one. But my thing is like, they gave you the 2-game, then they gave you the 4-game, then you got the PEDs, then you got the season.
They gave you chances, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, was it bullshit? Yes. And do I think that nigga was fighting demons? Yes. Like fucking Chuck Liddell on the octagon fighting demons. But like, it's a little different. Like Calvin Ridley's an idiot. He put $1,200 and he still bet on the Falcons.
$1,200, bro. Like, come
bro, he had
on.
that in his pocket. He didn't even have to go to the bank to get that check out. Like, but yeah, the Deshaun Watson thing. What I'm curious about is why I think she should have to have a press conference is, what if she knows something? So remember, he went to 2 grand juries, couldn't get indicted.
Nope, facts.
And they say, it
wasn't Texas.
It's easier to get paper to float in water than it's as easy to get paper to float in water than to get someone indicted in the grand jury in Texas. Like, they're gonna get everybody. You're going to trial, no matter what. Texas loves this shit. They live for like slamming the gavel on niggas. You know what I mean? But like, so he dodged those 2, which was crazy. Crazy.
Honestly.
Also, the Texans. No one's talking about this. The Texans had to pay out. Because we got to remember this. None of this came out till he requested a trade.
Facts. I'm still on that conspiracy theory, low key. Fuck the Texans.
Because I'll say this. Jared, all right, so follow me here, tangent mode. Jared from Subway got caught touching them kids, right? You guys remember this?
I do.
You know what his wife did?
No.
She sued Subway because Subway was hiding it. Every time he got caught with a kid in his hotel room or anything like that, his internet, they wiped it. They scrubbed it. So now her name was besmudged, and now she can't even get a lot of the money that he was supposed to be promised contractually because Texas was running, or because Subway was running around doing that. I got a question. Ain't that the same thing the Texans are probably doing? If they're following lawsuits, because Deshaun Watson is just doing this and just going to his DMs, like we saw a lot of them, just doing these appointments through his DMs.
Wild.
Then guess what? That's a Deshaun Watson problem. Just because you work for the Texans, yeah, I get it. But like, yeah, if I was a pro tennis player, you're not going to sue bike helmets just because they're my sponsor. You know what I mean? But like the Texans, them settling with those girls, and none of them were technically NFL employees, tells me niggas were doing some nasty. And we know the Texas owner, if I'm not mistaken, you can't let the prisoners run the prison if that's not what he said.
Yep.
If I know somebody who's gonna cover up something like a paper mache, it's that motherfucker for sure, bro.
I hate to twist the story, but like, I still just don't understand. This guy's so stupid, dude.
So dumb, bro.
Like, oh my god.
The Texans gave you massages in the facility.
He was hanging out with Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do this.
I'm not even going that far. I'm going another step, kind of where more Dunzo's at, bro. You're Deshaun Watson, MVP fucking candidate, quarterback of the fucking Texans, bro. You got bread, bro. You can get model bitches all you fucking want. Why do you have to get a fake masseuse from some random 8, in fucking New York, and then
no. A lot of these chicks were real masseuses. That's the issue.
God.
Like there are some.
He has a fetish.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It is a fetish.
His Pornhub category, bro. You know
Neuro massage.
No, but he really does a fetish. I mean, he can't stop.
I'm gonna say something.
That's
crazy.
I'm gonna say something.
25 chicks, bro.
I used to be like, damn, this is. Why would you say this? But the guy Joe Budden said something one time, and I think he was right. Rappers, actors, athletes, just hire the escort, bro. Hire
for
it.
real.
Just hire the escort. Hire the escort. Look at me again. Hire the escort.
There's so many of them out there now.
She's gonna hold it down. She knows protocol. And here's the thing: you'll get less time for if she tries to press you, you paid her, and she's a known escort on the internet. You don't go to trial for this shit. Yeah. You're just like, no, okay, you're gonna get a soliciting case. Bro, that shit ain't do nothing wrong. Warren Sapp got 3 of those, and then they go on NFL Network every day. You know what I mean? Like, damn. What difference does it make? So but stupid. No, I'm going to ask random Becky and the fucking Queens to do this.
I know.
And now I'm sitting there fucking all jacked up on Mountain Dew on this table, pitching a tent in this fucking towel, and now I got to miss 18 months worth of football and 6 more games. Like, you know I'm the most mad at if I'm this guy after this? If I'm Baker Mayfield, I'm fucking pissed, bro.
He should still be the quarterback of the team.
No, fuck that. If I'm Baker Mayfield, I don't think you should prey on people's downfalls. If I'm Baker Mayfield, I wish for a whole full year suspension just to piss off the Browns.
100%.
I think it's
that's not even a Deshaun thing. Now he's just more mad at the Browns.
I either think, obviously, it's not that many options, but the NFL is either going to do nothing and just live with the 6, and they're like, all right, this is what we did.
Well, they can appeal it too.
They can. And or I think it's going to go to 8. I think they can probably get 2 more games out of it. Is it going?
I think they can get 2 more games out of it.
I don't think it's going to get to 10 but 9. It's going to stay in the single digits, but I think it's going to get raised a couple games.
What are the chances that it was 2 bitches
in total?
Like, because here's my thing. This is like, to not make light of the situation. This is a woman who is very much aware of these situations, making this decision. She knows how it's going to look. Her name is also attached to it, and she's also dealing with a company that has a morality problem. And I don't think she necessarily came out of retirement to work in the private sector to add to that. So what is she, after all the deliberation, because it's not a regular court case. I don't know if we're going to see the things that, regular court case, you can go down there and see it. I don't know how this works, because it's like arbitration, I think, technically.
Yeah.
What if, like, the grand jury thing didn't work? And then this was 6 games. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm saying like this. At some point, should we actually think like, not saying it wasn't as many people, but was it not as nasty as it?
But there's something that we don't know.
There has to be something we don't know. Because it just, I've never seen.
I want to know how much settlement money is out there.
Oh, no, but here's the thing.
That's what I
a settlement doesn't mean that you're guilty. A settlement means I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Facts.
If I can pay you $100,000 to never talk to me again about this, I'll pay you $100,000. You're going to sign this NDA, it's fine. It doesn't make you though. But here's the thing though, like I think there's enough business in the world that like if you ask a real businessman why he settled, it's because I don't want to deal with this. You get subpoenaed, you do a lot of things. You lose a lot more money fighting cases than just settling. 100%. Even if you're not guilty, it's just like, bro, if I can get rid of this for a third of the price, fuck it, let's just do this. So I'm just like, I want to believe he's nasty as fuck because that's what everything we're told. But at the same time, I'm like, and I hate to play the race card, bro. This is a black dude who went on trial in Texas. I'm sorry, the NFL, we like to pretend like they care about black quarterbacks, but we've seen in history, they don't give a fuck about them. Everything tells me that he should be serving fucking life. And they got 6 games.
Yeah, something we don't know.
There has to be. Or he's like, it's kind of like what I said about Marvin Lewis. Like, he had to have something on the owner of the Bengals because he was able to keep his job being mediocre for that long.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson knows something that we don't know.
The owner of the Texans is involved more than we think. Yeah. I think that's what's happening.
And also, can we talk about this? I know this wasn't supposed to be the sports pass, but fuck it, we're talking about nasty niggas. Let's just keep talking about nasty niggas. Snyder, the Redskins owner, went on trial this week also.
He's a piece.
That guy's a sack of shit. Yeah.
What does the NFL have to do to make teams like? We're gonna be the morality police today. We're gonna be that. Like, what does the NFL have to do to make niggas like give up ownership?
Ooh.
Has he not done enough?
100%.
No, let's talk about this.
100%.
Hey, and excuse my language, but we're gonna talk about what his emails with John Gruden said. He called him and John Gruden were laughing, calling fucking what's the commissioner's name? Goodell called him a faggot. Let's just call the truth the straight. They used the N-word with the hard ER, saying all this wild shit. John Gruden got fired immediately, as he should have. It's wild. Like, Snyder keeps getting money. Well, he gets to be allowed to keep getting money. That stadium's dog shit. Also, can we add on the fact that he hid the books from the NFL?
Facts.
He robbed the other owners, and he's still allowed to have a job. It took for the fucking FBI to go up there, and he's on court. My tax-paying dollars shouldn't be involved in this.
And being nasty with women at work too, bro. Like,
bro,
yes, it's just
bro.
He's an overall piece of shit.
He's the worst owner in sports.
Bro, that's what I'm like. And
it's him and then Dean Spanos.
The guy in the Suns too. I heard is like supposed to be bad.
No, I think they got a new owner. I think the other guy. Yeah, the old one. Yeah. But my thing is like, does money matter that much?
100%.
I mean, obviously.
But do the Redskins make fucking money? First of all, they were called the Redskins.
And he was fighting that too. This guy just is wrong on all fronts.
Bro, like, I'm gonna say this, dude, and this sounds crazy. Donald Sterling wasn't the worst nigga we ever saw as a sports owner.
No, hell no.
He just got caught.
100%.
And I can't believe I'm saying this right now.
100%.
But like he might be like, if we're gonna go top 30 worst owners ever, Don Sterling might be like 17 on that list, bro. At least he kept it a buck.
The culture's bad. I mean,
yeah, like it's just
we only get to see it. We see a little sprinkle.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing,
we see a little
bro.
fucking sprinkle on a cupcake. Man, it's everywhere. It's just everywhere.
My thing about this is, if Ray Rice doesn't get his job back, he didn't. Let's make it clear. Ray Rice didn't get his job back, not because he hit his wife in the video
he
came out. He didn't. But don't get me wrong, he didn't get it back because the NFL lost money and made them look bad.
Real bad.
That's what it really came down to. They don't have morals. They don't really care about that shit. But let's talk about this. Snyder is stealing because they do a revenue share. Mm-hmm. Snyder's stealing money from the league. Should that not be enough to get him the fuck up out of here?
Yes.
If we're not going to let Ray Rice, who was a dog at that moment, because he's losing us.
Nice.
Think about this. Think about the tad bit of money that Ray Rice was probably losing the league.
Not even that much, honestly.
Think about the tad bit of money Colin Kaepernick was losing the league, bro. Yeah. Greg Hardy, that little bit of money. The punter from the fucking Giants who hit his wife, that little bit of money. And here's the thing, I lost it accidentally for you. I did something in my personal life that just so happenstance makes you look bad. Snyder stole money on purpose, and that nigga still got his team. You got to explain that to me, bro. Yeah. You got to explain that, bro.
I think that what Roderick does a pussy, bro. Like I think time and time again, like he doesn't stand up.
He's run by the owners.
He's run by the owners.
He's not.
He's a puppet, bro.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
I'm your puppet.
Just sometimes I think he's the best owner. I mean, the best commissioner, and then most times I think he's the worst commissioner.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, I think the NBA commissioner is the best.
The best. Rob Manfred for baseball is terrible.
Yeah,
Rob Manfred, dude.
Yes, we know how you feel about Rob Manfred.
I would rank basketball, football, baseball.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And to close out the show, once again, if you're not watching on YouTube, you are missing a cinematic fucking performance. We're going to start with top fives. Anyone like to start off, kick it off?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
All right, I'm going top 5 holidays, okay? Go from 5 down to 1. All right, number 5, 4th of July. 4th of July, good vibes, bro. Good vibes, good weather, usually with your friends. Holidays, I like them the most when you're drinking. Like, is that bad?
Thick thighs save lives.
Yes.
And a glizzy every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, people think I'm a freak for going jacuzzi looking at people, but hey, going to the beach on 4th of July, bro, nothing better than that. All right, number 4, I've actually liked more as I've gotten older, Halloween.
Okay.
Which is actually weird, right? Because when you're a kid, you're supposed to trick or treat, it's supposed to be fun. But Halloween parties as an adult, I don't know if there's anything better, bro. Like,
hold on, time out. I know we're not supposed to cut each other off. Josh was like, it's weird. I like it as I became an adult. No, you like ass more as you became an adult. And Halloween's got nothing but ass.
Absolutely.
Just want to throw that one out there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I want to burn myself out, but I don't want to at the same time.
All right, number 3, go with the family vibe, Thanksgiving. All right. I think the best food all year comes on Thanksgiving, in my opinion. I like being with my family, hanging out with everybody. People are in a good mood because Christmas is around the corner, and I'm a big Thanksgiving guy.
Okay.
And then number 2, New Year's Eve. Okay. I think New Year's Eve is the most fun holiday when you're with your friends. I think it's a good vibe. Everybody's looking for the new year, new me,
reminiscing. Whatever. I love reminiscing when we're all faded. It's
the best. Time. It's the best. New Year's Eve, everybody's in a good mood because they're ready for the new year. And then number 1 has to be Christmas, right? For me, at least, Christmas is good. As I've gotten older, I like giving presents more than I like receiving them, and I like being with my family on Christmas. So,
all right, quick Travis segment. Just thought of a question. We're gonna get you on your feet right here. All right.
Yeah.
New top 5 post-sex holidays. So sex after the holiday. So what holiday are you looking forward to having sex after?
Dude, I lost my virginity on Easter.
That's a solid.
You're unholy.
Is that what it is?
I'm gonna go 4th of July because I like midday sex. 4th of July is a holiday that you can be blacked out by 4, wake up at 6, and be in the guts by 7:30. So I'm gonna go with 4th of July. If you're
clapping cheeks on 4th of July party, after the party, you're definitely eating midday ass. You nasty fuck.
4th of July is also a day that, not gonna say, follow me here. 4th of July is a day that if you are clapping cheeks in a random room at someone's house or on the side yard, 4th of July is the day you can get that one off.
Yes. There's
no other day. Like if I'm at a day fade and I just randomly see one of my niggas in 82-degree weather just clapping cheeks on the side yard, I'm like, what the fuck? But 4th of July, America bandana.
Another random one because it was on your list. If I keep the stomach right and the drink is flowing, I'm usually drinking on Thanksgiving for the post after drink and vibes with the family. I like post Thanksgiving sex. It's good stuff.
I never even think about that.
I got one better.
Really?
I got one better for you.
Yeah.
The day before Thanksgiving, is the #1 drinking day in the fucking country because everyone comes in for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's the day. I like the midnight. I'm starting my Thanksgiving off with a nut. That's something. I know we're supposed to do posts, but I think if we talk the day of sex,
okay.
Because if I'm in cheeks by about 12:01 a.m.
Stuffing your own thoikies, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think because
everyone's in town.
Nothing.
Lift those thighs.
There is never every year that the most mistake sex in the fucking world has to come the day before Thanksgiving.
Mistake sex.
Like, you're in town, you're 23, you haven't been home in like a year, you've been like, traveling abroad, maybe you're in school, and you're a high school boy, you're only in town for the weekend. Thanksgiving's on Thursday. It's not like Christmas when you're there like the whole week or all Christmas break. You got about 4 days. You get a little drunk and it's like, I haven't talked to Evan in 3 years, but see if that nigga's single. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the day for that one. As a nigga who's been the nigga who's got that call before, that's the day.
Hold on. Easter sex is fucking wild.
I've had sex on Easter. I'm with Josh on that one. Bro, because first of all,
everyone's looking good in the suit.
I'm looking fly as fuck all day. Why would I not want to go get some?
That's what downtown does. Come down, huh?
What holiday do you have the sloppiest sex? Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, bro.
I've never had sex in a car, but Cinco de Mayo screams car sex.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
Yeah,
you're just blitz on Cinco de Mayo.
Nah, no, it's good. Never mind. I'm never gonna look at life. I was about to say something that was super wild, but a fact, but I let it go.
All right, what's your guys' top fives?
I got a rare list, so follow me here, boys and girls. This is gonna be R&B and rap only, so don't get too mad at me for fucking everyone's like your music. Yeah, fuck you niggas. All right, top 5 songs for men to get dressed to. This is for when niggas won't admit that we're feeling a little sexy, we're about to go somewhere. But as men, we can't say that. We can't say that. Like, my boy was like, oh, put that on so I can put this t-shirt on. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? So I got top 5, in no particular order, really.
You once said that I would get dressed to guidance.
No. I did. Yes, I did say that. But I'll say it did spawn from, I think it was Craig Robinson. No, not Craig Robinson.
You said either guidance or what was that other?
No, I got it was a comedian Craig Smith talking about Billy Sorrells. If you saw either one of them, you would know who they are. And they do a show called Roast Me. And he said, Billy, you look like you get dressed to Wild Thoughts. And and it made me think like, damn, what's a list of songs men would get dressed to?
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna tell you the one that got me for sure. You Ain't Got a Call by Usher.
Ooh, that's a good song.
Bro, because you gotta think about it. Like, you're about to go out with your boys, fuck your girl. And you know how he starts the song with, don't leave your girl around me. Yeah. True player for real. Ask my nigga Pharrell.
For real.
Bro.
That's a scumbag song.
It sets the fucking tempo, bro. You know exactly what's going on. For
the Appalachian monks love that shit, dog.
Okay. This one, I'm going to say this. You're around some barefoot bitches. It's a vibe, little day fadey action. You see a lot of people, even though it's sundown, wearing glasses. You got a tube in the pool. Okay. I got a different one for you. I got Weekend by Mac Miller and Miguel. I like that one a lot.
That's a great song.
A good one. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's not too much, but it's like, it's one of those like, all right, if I just focus long enough, I'm gonna snag something tonight. I ain't gotta really press it too much, but like, you're definitely somewhere. Short shorts on, 4 buttons down on the fucking polo, probably looking
4 buttons.
4 buttons down, bro.
All right, look, Voight.
Only covering the belly button. You know what I mean? I got one that's a sleeper. I don't think many people remember this song, but as someone who was a bottle rat at one point in my life, nothing was better than walking into the club with this. So I can't imagine how it was getting dressed. Walk Through by Problem and Rich Homie Quan. I be feeling like the man when I walk through.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
so like I'm like that's a spray the cologne right before I hit the car type of vibe right there. Yeah. And then I got 2 from the light skinned God himself. You know what I mean? Drake. Yeah. I got Love Me. I got Love Me featuring Future. Because I feel like at the end of the day, and Lil Wayne, excuse me. Because I feel like at the end of the day, there's only one objective when we're going out. So when you're getting dressed, you should only have one objective. I don't give a fuck about no hater. Long as these bitches love me.
I feel you.
And because we graduated high school 2012 and I'm washed, I'm going to just let y'all know off top.
G6?
No. That's fucking hilarious. No, off top, we're going with the motto.
Okay. Hey, low key.
Yeah. Like, when I was putting on some colored jeans, glasses with no lenses, mohawked out, Fact. You know what I mean? Rosary on, looking like a Roscoe Dash stunt double.
Roscoe Dash was hard.
Well, shout out to Roscoe Dash, the god.
Honestly.
That was a solid list, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Trav, where we at?
All right. My top 5. I got fast food restaurants because I'm a fucking pig. All right. All right. Number 5. You didn't see this one, but Dairy Queen. Hey, Blizzards are goated. What are you going to say to that?
One, Blizzards are goated, and I'm just going to throw this one out there. I know we're supposed to be on your list.
That's all right.
I had Lolitas for the last time today. I'm never fucking doing it again.
Wow, that's a
Just
weird-
want to throw it out. It was dog shit experience, and I know it's a Chula Vista staple, and I'm supposed to like support the community. I'm not supporting prices raised, less avocado, and smaller portions. I'm not doing it.
Good for you. Take a stand.
Take a step. All right. Number 5, the goats, Dairy Queen, Blizzards, and top 3 chicken strips in the game.
Without question.
Without question, Brian. Number 4, you got Big Filet. Hey, the Polynesian sauce, spicy deluxe, add bacon, money. Fuck your your milkshake sizes though. What's up? We went to one size. I need the largest back.
What happened to, can we bring Milkshake Mondays back?
No,
Yes.
it's dead. They were losing money.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. Number 3, goats, Popeyes. Hey,
For the culture.
Black and Ranch, best size sauce on the game.
Without question. Without question.
In the game.
Shit goes crazy.
Hey, fuck the Mardi Gras mustard though. No, like, yeah, no, like.
That's my second favorite.
I know. And of course, the easy peasies, the guys who like to smile, fucking McDonald's. You know? Best fries in the game. Little double.
Who like to smile.
Hey, make a little bit of a gangbang in the action, you know?
God.
Hey. And number 1, Cali Boys. You know who we're fucking with. Fuck Whataburger. I don't know what that shit is. It's garbage. It's all about in and out, baby. I do it in the bed. I do it in the drive-thru. In and out. Game.
And to close out the show, just want to give a shout out to our good friend. Just dropped an album, Christian 805. Thank you for the merch following through.
Facts. Josh wearing the merch right now.
Josh wearing the merch. If you want to find it, go check him out. He has business cards. We'll put a link in the bio to his shit today. Yeah, we'll do that one for sure. He's got really nice merch. This is the album cover. I know you probably can't see off the glass, the plastic. My
It's
bad.
a low
Christian.
rider on the 805.
Yeah, it makes good music. Like
Probably
hey,
southbound, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah. If your girl likes Juan Tequila, she's gonna like this album. I'm gonna let you know right now. That's not even it's not a rose. It's like it's that vibe.
Yeah.
It's that vibe. You know what I mean? A lot of white pants dancing to this music. I'm gonna let
I
y'all
love
know.
the white pants.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love this album. You know what I mean? But with that being said, episode of 51 is in the books. Once again, shout out to Christian for blessing us with the merch. Christian 805.
Yes,
Check
sir.
him out. I am the Dusty Dynamo, aka 9-year-old David Ortiz, aka Diet Drewski, aka Downtown Dunzo. And with me as always,
Mr. Buckets and Backshots, your favorite sometimes guy. Catch us in the building. We got the best producer in the game right here, Mr. Walk On Wizard.
we miss you, Dre, even though
Yes.
you're just at work.
Yeah, you're at work, getting paid to do nothing. Fuck you.
California rapping, San Diego legend. Padre fitted on me, so you see me when I'm stepping, nigga.